And we are back at the NAI Sevens. I'm Austin Willis, and I'm calling this third place playoff between the TOA-All Stars and Action Rugby. What a clear out there from Action in that black and white kit. 13 pops it, and it looks like it's going to roll, and it's going to go in a touch. Folks, TOA-All Stars lost to the Belmont Shore Whales in the Cup final, and Action lost to Rhino, which is going to set up the stage nicely for this championship match over on Field 1. So we've got the U18 Boys Championship between Belmont Shores on Field 1, and then the losers of those last semifinals right here on Field 3. TOA really close to pulling off the upset over Belmont Shore. Just lost 19-21 last match, but they're going to come out here with a lot to play for from out of West Idaho. Scrum half picking it up, finding that fly half who's really shifty in the midfield. Really hard to bring down. Doesn't have a lot of height. He's a kind of a shorter guy, but he has really good lateral ability, able to move the defense around however he wants. Here's 19, breaking it out wide. They've also got another man out here on the left, number 1. Dummy back inside, find the offload, and no good. It's going to be a scrum down, advantage to Action. Here's the put in from Action Rugby, breaking it out wide. Here's a loop around the edge. Stiff arming their way through, and to the deck goes Action. Got a man out here on this outside. Let's see what kind of jets he has. And back inside. Really good back and forth between the winger and his center. This 2 needs to get in the ruck. And TOA doing a great job to hold up that maul. Action brought it in. TOA was able to make sure they kept it in, and it's going to be a scrum down to the boys from Idaho in the pink kit. So a lot of depth from this TOA fly half, nearly keeping himself off the edge of the screen. It's going to give that defense a lot of time to come up instead of holding them to where they're supposed to be. Burning around the edge. That's got to be a forward path, and it is. Put in. From Action, the scrum half picks it up, makes a move on the opposition, and takes it all the way home. Try time, Action Rugby. Sorry, the Upright Rogues and Stars Rugby right here on Field 15. And TOA lets the ball slide through their hands, take it right down the sideline, throws his buddy right into contact. And Action right there for the counter ruck. Penalty, not rolling away is the call from the Sir. Skip pass, and he left it out to dry. Intercept from Action. Shooter coming through. 2-on-1. Offload with the backhand. The loop's coming through. TOA is 5 meters from their line. Action knocking on the door, and they've turned it over. Indication from the referee is a penalty. Quick tap coming from Action. Skip ball out wide. One more will do, and he knocked it on. Wide open, 5 meters from the line, and he knocked it. Look at the depth on the fly half. I wonder if they're going to have a kick here. I mean, I don't imagine that the fly half or the scrum half. Yeah, there we go. Yep, it's a keep. The center and the fly half were too far apart to actually link up behind that post. And it was the scrum half keeping it. And here he is again. 2-on-1 set up on the outside. What kind of wheels does this guy have? Kicks it forward. He wants to play the long game. Long distance sprint. He kicks it one more time. He gathers it. Get down. Get down. Offload. And they're going to score. TOA is going to score. I cannot believe what I just saw right under the posts. Action Rugby just got scored on, and the conversion is good. Third place playoff to go here. Second half action at the NAI Sevens. I'm Austin Willis, and you are watching two teams that lost in the semifinals. Battle it out for third. Over on field one is the second half kickoff of the championship match here for the U18 division. It's Rhino Rugby up 12-7 on field one over Belmont Shore. And we could see an upset here. Really thought Belmont Shore was a class of the tournament. Beat TOA here in the semifinal. And potentially on upset alert to the team that beat Action that you're watching right here. Action in that black and white kit had the early lead. Here comes TOA. Nobody's with them, or are they? Offload's good. Here's 9 with a dish. Numbers on this left side, 2-on-1 on the edge. 3-on-1 on the edge. Gives. Nice take. I wonder if they can spin it back to this side of the field. If they do, they've got it. They've got Action retreating. Got Action on their heels. Counter ruck coming. Got a few counter ruck attempts. 4-on-3. Step back inside as a scrum half. One more step will do. Try time. TOA. Where a little pop would do. Then it was the scrum half. Dodge, duck, dip, diving, and dodging through the defense. This is it for them. Last 3 minutes, you could probably hear a coach saying from the sideline, last bit. Push it out, last to go. We rest later. Here comes the kick through. Action learning a lesson from TOA. And here TOA recovers. Chipping through. Who's going to get on this ball? Action. And Action's going to go. Try. Here comes the kick from Action Rugby. And the ball is going to bounce in, it looks like, and then roll out. So it'll be a line out to TOA. And here come TOA. The scrum half, dummying through, stiff arming. Passes out, they've got a drift going, drift defense from Action. Here comes the edge man. What can he do out here? Isolated. Counter ruck coming. Who's got this? TOA. Skipped out to that scrum half who gathers and is going back into traffic. He tries to run hard into contact. Going nowhere. Here's TOA. Tired legs. Trudging through. And a pop from the deck. See if he can get a 2-on-1 here on the outside. He does. Now a 1-on-1. Dummying. Now use it to this side. You've got Action Rugby in full retreat. Stiff arming. To fly half. Ball hits the deck. Big hit from Action Rugby. These players are tied up here now. Who took it in? Indication here from the referee. Players got hands on hips all over the field. Tired legs up in the elevation here from Salt Lake City. Real dry, real hot, 91 at parts. Cut down by the sweeper. Really impressed with the play from number 9 here for the West Idaho TOA All-Stars. And that's a try to Action to take the lead. Just a minute to go. Action Rugby coming up to NAI, could walk away with some silverware after a try just like that. And here comes the second half kick. It's going to hang up. Taken nicely from the wing there. Here comes the scrum half stepping. Another one. He's got some spring in his legs still. The little guy is scrappy and he's slung down. That's probably going to leave a mark. And a card. This is going to be incredibly crucial for Action now. Down a man. Get some depth, son. And here comes a truck. Get out of the way. Big boy coming through. And it's tipped back by Action. They just got to kick it out. There shouldn't be much time left, if any, and it does try to. And that's going to be the ball game, folks. Third place champs. Action Rugby, congrats. Stay tuned, NAI 7. We got a storm coming our way. But it hopefully stays off until we are out of here. Nice win for Action. TOA, you can go home knowing you played your guts out.